So, we have another day, an exciting time. Here we are at Andy's BCA, and we are looking at seeds today. So, dead exciting times this time of the year. Everybody, every chili and pepper person that's growing will be now trying to germinate their seeds, and this is what I'm going to talk to you about and go through. So I'm dead excited. All these seeds here that you can see, I've collected the last 2 years myself. Took photographs. I've seen them on all my other social media channels as well. When I've sat there painstaking, collecting the seeds, drying them out, putting them in paper towels like these here, drying them out, and then putting them in plastic bags and even labelling them. I mean, there's my favourite Kimberley tomatoes. I've got quite a lot of seeds there. I've got the orange peppers, yellow peppers, red pepper seeds. I've got lemon chilies, as you can see there, and even banana chilies. Bulgarian carrot. Now these seeds are pretty tiny. These are called basket of fire. Habanero orange. So anybody that knows with the habanero chili plants, they tend to start later, and then when they get going, all of a sudden the last 2 months, it's the same as the firecracker chili that you can see there. They're only small. Habanero reds, there we go, habanero reds. Even your favourite Carolina Reaper, they're only small seeds there. There's some at the back. Carolina Reapers. Going to try and get small reds. Vampire. I've only got a few of these seeds. Vampire chili plant. So I didn't get the name of these, but I got a lot of the seeds off it. It's just a medium-sized pepper. These are very large growing peppers, so I just called them big peppers. And then I had some long peppers that grow quite long, that you add like the spicy chili to. So yeah, so exciting times. So this is the seeds, and I'm going to show you now the process that we go through to germinate the seeds. And also today I'm going to, this time of year as well, get some of these daffodils in for early spring. And I've got some nice large alliums there. So they flower in May and June, but they're just a bulb as well, just another bulb. And I've got another alliums here called Graceful Beauty. They look quite nice looking at them. So I've got three packs of them. I've also got some more alliums there. I quite like the look of these. So there's 12 in that pack. And these, I quite like these. These were called ranunculus. Ranunculus. I'm not very good with words, but there it is. There's the title. That's what you're looking for. Ranunculus. Ranunculus. Anyway, it's a mixture colour there, as you can see in the picture. So these look a bit different. So apparently with them ranunculus, what you do is you soak them in water for 12 hours before you actually plant them, and that helps germinate them. So yeah, so quite a few bulbs there. So We're going to do the seeds first. I'm going to show you how to do the seeds and the wet paper towel method. And then we'll go outside and do a few chilies. Alright guys, thank you. Alright now guys, so what I've decided to do is, to stop me from getting my butt kicked, I've put down some drying cloths on the side here, because the way this works is we're on a, what's it called, mirror chip quartz island top thing. If Mrs. walks in and there's water everywhere, I'm a dead man. So basically, so we'll do it right anyway. There is no perfect way to do it. You can be a Peter Perfect if you want at the end of the day, but it'll take you hours, and I haven't, you know, I don't mind when I'm collecting seeds to take my time and be a Peter Perfect, because at the end of the day you've got to dry your seeds out perfect to put them away in a plastic bag. And it's if you're collecting seeds and there's any moisture that gets in the bag, all your seeds will die, they get mouldy, they'll stink, and they'll just die off. So that's, you do have to be quite meticulous to into seed collecting. But actually when you're doing the complete opposite, when you're trying to germinate seeds, then, so what you need is, we've got a bowl of water here. There's not a lot of water in it, as you can see. I've got some paper towels here, which all I'm going to do is I'm going to wet them like so. We'll just watch here now. So we'll just, there we go. So that's, you need a good quality paper towel, by the way. You know, the ones where you moan at paying a £5 for just 2 of them. Because you want, so there we go, because it's going to hold your seeds and everything. And this is good quality paper towel, because there you go, I can hold it up now and it's still wringing wet. Yeah, so it's wet. So I'm going to place it down like that. Like that, and I'm going to choose some seeds here. So we'll just take a few out here. So this is, oh, too many come out, but that's not what I wanted. I didn't want that many. And we'll just keep some there. And to be honest, I put some back, I hope none of them got wet. So we've got, what, 10 or something here. So I'll just chuck them on there like that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Got them on there like that. Right, so that's small red, so we'll have some medium-sized peppers. We'll just work on peppers at the moment, so we'll just take a few out of there. We don't need all them. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of them. That's medium peppers. We'll have some long peppers. I should get the proper names for them really, but long peppers are quite nice. You can slit them down the middle when they're fully grown, I'm talking about. And then put like savoury mince on the inside of them. Any of you chefs out there? But, I don't really do cooking anymore this last couple of years. I just tend to give a lot of it away, to be honest, but anyway. So that's them long peppers. I'm going to put some of them back. Oh no, they're big peppers out there. I've done the long peppers. So, great. So let's have a look. What have we got? Lemon, banana chili, lemon chili. They're normal peppers. So I want to get stuff going really. So we'll see what we can do here. You know, to be honest, I know this takes a bit of time, but sometimes after like 2 weeks, so we're going to put these seeds out right. So you can check on them every like 2 or 3 days. So I'm not going to put you through the painstaking, I'll just show you in a minute what we're looking at. What I was trying to say to you is, not all the seeds come out. Not all seeds germinate. Some come later in the spring. Some will germinate better later in the spring. But that's just how it is. They germinate later. You think that nothing's happening, but then all of a sudden when you put them in the pots and that, they just go mental. So, and they do grow very quickly. So it's about being patient as well. Being a bit patient with it all. So, exciting times really at the moment. You know, this is me in January, getting all the seeds out and trying to germinate them all. I mean, I could, at the end of the day, just go to a garden centre and just buy the chilli plants, but I get more self-satisfaction and feel a lot better knowing that all these plants that I'm growing every year, these chilli plants, pepper plants, are actually grown from seed and they're mine. You know, it's all about reproduction. And if you can reproduce some of your own chilli plants, pepper plants and that at yourself, yeah. So I'm taking a gamble here on this one. This was Carolina Reaper, these seeds. So I've only got 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3. Oh, God. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've only got 10 of them. And if they turn out, they turn out. If they don't, they don't. There's not a lot I can do at the end of the day. But we'll find out later on in the year, won't we? So Habanero Red, we'll give them Habanero Reds. If I remember, these were quite the funny ones that looked a bit like, you know what? They look like little willies. If I remember these ones. Bit rude, but sorry, but just how it is. We'll just put some of them down anyway. The thing about chilies is, until they actually start growing with stem and leaf, I mean, some people will get, what's the word in anal about it all, and start labelling the seeds now. It's just time wasting. There's no need to start labelling stuff out like that. When they start germinating and they start growing and they get a few leaves, you can often tell by the look of the leaves of what type of chilli plant they are. Failing. Cheers, Jess. Making a load of racket. Yeah. You can often, so these ones are Bulgarian carrot. I quite like these Bulgarian carrot. They were quite simplified to grow. They carried on. Didn't need much attention or seeing to Bulgarian carrot. And they're called Bulgarian carrot because they look like carrots when they're growing, bright orange. So, yeah, that's brilliant. So, that's that one. We'll leave that one there because we know once I've planted once I put a few seeds on the paper towel, I'll move them. I've already done Bulgarian carrot, so let's get some vampires on the go. Vampire chilies. Ooh. Only about 10 or 12 here. Should have got some more. These vampire chilies are really nice. They go a bit purple, but then they go black. Hence the word vampire chilies, that's why, because they're like black and they look like pretty evil looking. Hammer House of Horror, armchair thriller, tales of the unexpected looking. You know, like when you was a kid and you used to stay up late watching TV. I'm showing my age there, aren't I? Well, this isn't taking too long, to be honest, so I'm pretty pleased about this. It's just, if you're anything like me, you get excited and like keep checking on it like every 4 days or so. Oh, it's germinating! We have germination! And then what we do is we put them into pots. It's all about not making work for yourself. Now, I can't do a lot down the allotment, and I'm only being honest, and I'm not getting into details why, because you've heard it all before if you're a follower of my channel. But I don't mess about. There's no reason to mess about. So you get some people that'll get them into like little plug sizes like that, then they'll put them into single pots, yeah. So they grow about 3 inches. Then they'll transfer them from a single plot into a 10 centimetre plot because they're starting to become like 4 or 5 leaves on them and they're looking fantastic. And look at all these 50, 60 pots that I've got here showing you that I've got all the chilies and the peppers in town, yeah? Why do all that, right? When they start germinating and they're a couple of inches high, yeah, you've got them into pots, just put them into 40 centimetre pots straight away, yeah, just put them into big pots, dead in the middle, yeah, and about that deep as well, yeah, 3 inches or so, get them in there, and just grow them from the pots. You're transferring them into pot after another pot. What are you doing? I'll probably get a lot of hassle now. My name is Peter and I'm so perfect and you can't say anything about me in my allotment because I do things and I label things because that's just what I do. Well, no, sorry mate, I ain't got time to waste, I'm not like that. And we'll just put them seeds back in there because I think I've got enough here. Firecracker. So firecracker chili plants are more or less the same as basket of fire, so they're quite small chilies and they'll burn your mouth off. So you know about Come on, you should know the general ruling in chilies is what? The smaller the chili, the hotter it is, yeah? So that's the crack there. So now you know. Andy's told you. Andy's BCA. I've heard it off Andy's BCA. He told me the general ruling of chilies is the smaller they are, the hotter they are. Now I grow a lot of chilies, me, and I do quite well growing them, as you've seen in my previous videos when I'm showing them off in the greenhouse. Yeah. I grow a lot, but I don't eat them all because they're like really hot, and I'm like, don't want to burn my mouth off. Now the thing is, if you do a bit of cooking, you like the chili to be nice, don't you? And what I like lately is you can. My mate who moved a tree in that for me on the plot. Do you know what he bought me a little while ago? He bought me some chili jam. And you think to yourself for a minute, you think, oh, sweet, sticky, nice, quite sweet tasting jam. And when it had a hint of chili in it, I tell you what, me and Claudia were fighting over it. It was like, have you had any of that? Have you? Have you not had enough? So that was quite funny actually. So, banana chili. I'm going to open this one up and just see what I've got left. Anything over there? I don't think I have. Let's have a look. No, there's only tomatoes there. I'm not starting tomatoes yet, it's way too early. Right, I'll just open these up. It says banana chili. So I've not opened these up for like 2 years, to be honest. And all these people that say, they'll go out of date, you can't use them. Yeah, you can, because it's been proven before. As long as you look after your seeds and you keep them dry, away, labelled so you know what they are. I'll just put a couple there. So hopefully we can, so that's what I've done here with the cloth. Right, I might have to pick the camera up in a minute. So basically, I'll just put these away before I knock all these over. So I've done enough for now. I'll just put these back. Some of these I didn't grow last year, but I'm going to give it a bash again anyway. Right, so then, one clear freezer bag, yeah? With a zip on it. I'll cover who it's from. One clear freezer bag, yeah? That's it, right? And I'm just going to put some droplets of water over me, make sure that it's got a good soaking, yeah? That's all I'm going to do. And that's it, yeah? As easy as that, right? Then fold it over again. And if you get the strong paper towels, the dear ones that nobody likes to buy, that you whinge about, that's how strong it still is, yeah? So all the seeds are now in there, yeah? Can you see that? You see the seeds? There they are, look. All the seeds are now in there. That's how you do it. And you get your placky bag, yeah? And put them in there. Try and keep them nice and flat. It'll just shake out anyway. Right, there you go. Right, so that's one bag done. Yeah, that's one bag done. You can see all the seeds there. Yeah, can see them all. Yeah, that's one bag done. One bag done. So I'm going to turn the camera off now because I'm going to do a second bag. Always have a backup plan. Yeah, so I'm doing 2 bags. Have a backup plan. So there's my demonstration, yeah, on how we germinate seeds. So love to you guys. I need you to come on my channel. There's a lot of people coming on my channel and not subscribing, and the button's just there. Click the bell, yeah, and it'll show you when I've got another video on. Press the subscribe button. It'll let you know. Andy's putting a new video on, yeah. Like and subscribe and press this new hype thing, whatever that is. Might just give me a bit of a tickle. Anyway, so yeah, so thanks a lot, guys. So it's always learning, innit? I don't know everything. I don't, right? I always fail at 2 or 3 things every year, and it's all about learning together, yeah? That's what it's all about, learning together. I made mistakes last year, didn't I? What was it? I had sweet corn. Remember the sweet corn that I thought I was doing so good at, yeah? And I kept snipping the tops because it kept growing fast. Yeah, well, that's what happened. That's what I did wrong. I shouldn't have snipped the tops because the rainwater got into the sweet corn and drenched it all, and it all drowned in its own like water. So yeah, so that won't be happening again this year. And my pink celery, I bought the pink celery, but I think I just planted it in wrong. I still need to go to Robinson's seeds and ask them the correct way of planting them, because I bought them in plug formation, so like 6 or 8 per pack. I must have planted them too deep. Something weren't right because they just started growing flat. They were like going outwards, weren't they? So that's the second thing. There was the third thing that I'd failed on. But if you watch my videos, you'll know anyway. So it's all trial and error. So we'll see what comes of these. Yeah, there they are. There's all the seeds there. We'll see what comes of them. I think the habaneros will be the late ones. So I don't know what's happened with camera there. Anyway, let's have a look. Well, it's been a bit silly. Anyway, right guys, so it's bye for now and keep in touch. All right, cheers. Bye-bye for now.